Today I'm replacing the front struts and all the components on it, like the mount, dust cover, the bump, everything in this 2004 Nissan Murano. First thing you want to do, break the lug nuts and then jack it up, put it on jack stand. Okay, this is a struts here with a coil spring. You want to take off this sway bar link nut here. It's 18 or 19. And then these two nuts here holding the struts to the steering knuckle. And you want to take off these lines, the ABS sensor line here, and from the back the caliper brake hose from here with the clip. Okay, you want to use a box open end wrench to hold a nut in the back so this rod won't spin to get off this linkage. Then take it off from here. I'm going to take off this two bolts and nuts here holding the struts to the steering knuckle. Get a box open end wrench or something, or adjustable wrench, and open it. Both top and bottom. Okay, so I took off the bolts, all this wire and stuff out of the way, so the strut is loose now. I was doing the tie rod, so if you want you can take off this tie rod end, but it's not necessary. And so the strut is loose here, and on the top here, this cover, you take this cover out, and you can see these cover here, these cover right here. Just take them out to see the three nuts holding the strut on the top, the mount holding it. So when you take this off, you know it's gonna fall at the bottom, so you want to hold it also. And there's a plastic screw here, one here and one right here, and you just pry this up a little, not too hard. There's one somewhere right here too, so you pry this up like this, and you take off these dust cover here, one here and one here, and one of the bolt. This dust cover is missing to take off the three bolts, the three nuts holding the strut mount on the top here. Okay, I'm taking off the top three nuts, one here. They are full clean nuts, one here, one here. I use air tool, but I'm just using hand tool to scratch it because it's just three nuts, three small nuts. You just lift this up, take it off. Okay, so you can use this tool here. You can rent it from AutoZone, or loan a tool for free. When you return it, you get your money back. Or you can use this. I'm going to be using both to clamp it with this first, and then use one of that to help hold it. Okay, put it on, and this type, get it on like this. This bottom plate, I rest on this mount here, and you want to take this out before you put it in and tighten this to hold it in place. Make sure it's locked properly in place. And pump it up from here. You can adjust it, this is adjustable. This here you want to tighten this knot to keep this straight. You can adjust this by putting this more down. It's all the way up. Just pump it up. Just let it down. Okay, as you can see, I secure it here, and this one side of my clamp here is kind of bent, so that's why I'm using the hand one. It's good to use one of the hand one plus this, because you don't want to take off this nut here until you know it's fully depressed and secure, because this whole thing can if you take out this nut here, it can pop out. Because the last time I did this, this top here, I didn't clamp it good, and this top piece here flew out and hit me over my eyebrows and left 2 scars. So if you're not comfortable doing this, take this piece. When you take it out from the car, take it to a shop and they can press it out. Put it on a press strut machine and press it out. Or you can use these two, or my advice, get these two and like one more, but this spring is very strong, and when you press it, it's under pressure. So that's why I'm using this too, and also this clamp here, and always wear eye protection, your eye safety glasses. And you want to tighten these a little bit at a time. This side a little bit, this side a little bit, then press there and pump up this piece until it's like nice and secure, and you feel this is moving by hand. Then you take this nut off here. Okay, I clamped it with the 2 hand ones. And if you want to know if it's like loose, this is gonna turn. It's not gonna be tight. So as you can see, even though 2 clamps is holding it on these 2 spring here, but you can clamp it on this bottom spring or the top piece side by side. Tighten one at a time a little bit, and then go here, come back, and this can turn a little. And remember, safety glasses on, and then you can loosen this top one. Also, when you loosen in this top one, you want to keep your face away from here, and like put your hands like this, secure your hands here, so just in case there's some pressure here, and it flies up, your hand gonna be on it to hold it back. This top piece, or this mount plate, hold it back a little so it won't hit you in the face or your head or anything. So keep your hands on like this, and you're gonna open this bolt. Still under a little pressure, as you can see it's turning, but not too much. That's why I like to use this hand, this hydraulic one, and one of these or 2 of these. So even though you took off the nut, it's still under a little pressure, so you want to like wiggle it a little and hold it firmly, because this whole plate can pop up, and now it's good. So now you can take off the rest of the stuff. Okay, you want to pay attention how you take these apart. This comes out first with this piece, and notice if you using back these pieces, how it goes. You see, it goes like this, and this piece you can use back this gasket here. As you can see, it fits in all the studs, the screws, but if you turn it around like this, it only fits in that one, this one. Then you turn it back like the other way, it only fits in these 2. Then you gotta turn it back this way, so it can fit in all 3 of them. And you don't want to damage this gasket. You can use this back. So these 2 here, and this plastic washer, and this top piece, and on the top here, as you can see, this piece, this piece right here, that you want that piece to fit right here like this at the end of this spring. Needs to fit like that when it goes back. so this touches here and jams it so it won't turn this piece. This is the rubber. If you have new rubber, you can put new rubber. And this piece you don't have to take off the two clamps as yet because you already compressed it. So you can take this and put it aside like that. And get your new struts. My new one here. And you want to put the right one. This is right side I'm doing. So right side. So I'm going to take this off and put on the new one. Just using this machine as a, you know, something to hold up the struts, or you can do it on the ground too, depends. Okay, so I have my new strut mounted here. First thing, I'm going to put back the lower rubber or gasket, whatever you call it. Make sure it fits in like this. Second, you want to put on your dust cover. Okay, you want to release this also that holds the strut hydraulic ram down. This clip here holds it and was clipped in at the bottom here. Just move it out and let it comes out. Okay, comes with the instruction if you want to follow this. So after the rubber, the lower rubber gasket that the coil spring seats on, you put this first, then you put on the dust cover, boot or whatever, and this piece, the bump or the stop, whatever you call it. Make sure it fits in here, like go in the groove and over the piston rod like this. And now you can put back your coil spring. And also you want to compare all the parts. This is a top mount of the strut. This is an old one. You want to use back the gasket. This is a new one. This goes in on the top of this plate with the struts like this. And it came with like a washer. The old one was of just a plastic. This one is like a bearing type spins here that goes on top of this plate here. This plate goes first on the coil spring, then this goes over it on top like this. Okay, put on the top rubber that goes first on the shroud blade that goes on the coil spring. And as you can see here, there's an arrow, and there's an arrow here also, right here. It's here. You gotta line these two up just like that. So now I'm gonna put this plate with this rubber on top here. This goes in here. You gotta make sure this piece here fits in this end of the coil spring. I'm gonna straighten this too. Okay, I put on now the strut mount, and you wanna press it a little so you can get the threads of the bolt here. So put on your new and use a new nut that came with. Just put some pressure on it and you're gonna get it down like that. Okay, as you can see, I put on back the nut, and you want to tighten this by hand. You don't want to run it down with any air tools, because if you damage this thread on this piston rod here, you're gonna have to get a new struts or take it to a shop or use a tap and a die to make the threads back. So run it all the way, then you make it nice and tight with your, you can use your air tool, not too tight, and you can tighten this on the car also. And if you see it spinning like that, you need to like get something to hold the piston rod from spinning, and you make this nice and tight. And if it's spinning too, release a little pressure here on both sides a little, and then that's gonna make the spring, you know, come up back and release pressure there to hold this mount, so it's not gonna spin, and it's ready to go on back the car. Okay, so the strut is back on, and you want to line up these studs on the top mount good, because it's not gonna fit. And if you don't want the nut to fall down, put a piece of paper in it. That's what I use to hold it until you put it in there. It's like a small well there. Make them nice and tight. And the bottom, do the same as the reverse. Put that everything here, linkage, ABS wire, caliper, brake hose. Okay, the strut is back on. Everything is bolted on back. Bolt and nut here. This wire is back in place. Link back on. Hose and behind here. This is the passenger side. Driver side is the same. That's how you replace your struts. Thanks for watching.